Hey dolls, welcome back. So I have a really special guest in my room today. This is my mom, and we decided to film a look on her, so I did her makeup, and this is a more special occasion kind of formal event look. And I was thinking like New Year's in mind, you know, maybe...
When we went out to your birthday dinner,
yeah,
this would have been
really
nice.
Like a birthday dinner, or also you wore this to like the Christmas service at our church, and that looked really pretty, but you like wore a red lip instead. But it's got kind of a fuchsia lip, which is kind of fun for New Year's, or you could wear it, you know, a night out in the town, or, you know, just anything special if you want to look sophisticated. But it does have a little bit of subtle shimmer to it, which I think is really pretty and more mature looking for New Year's, because there's a lot of tutorials on YouTube with like straight up glitter. So if you don't want a straight up glitter look, this would be perfect for you. And if you want to try this look on your mom, or, you know, maybe you're a mom and you want to try this look on yourself, definitely have fun trying out this look. And it's pretty simple. It's actually really easy, and I think it looks really beautiful, and it really defines the eye, and so I think it'll look great on all ages.
I think I'm very lucky to have you as my daughter, so yeah.
I'm like her personal makeup artist. I do her makeup a lot.
Yes.
So if you guys want to see any more looks, just let us know.
Yeah, definitely. I'm thankful to have you, so.
Love you, Mom.
Love you too.
Okay, hope you guys enjoy the video. Let's get started. Okay, so with cleansed, moisturized, and primed skin, we're going to start the foundation. But first I want to say this Amazing Cosmetics primer is my mom's favorite primer. It's anti-aging, and it's very buttery, and it firms up the skin, and it goes on really, really smooth. And so this stuff is awesome. Angie found out about this from a Sephora sample. So Sephora is a really good thing to try out the samples that they send you, or any other company. Actually, a lot of companies do samples, but you got a sample from Sephora and you tried it out and you loved it, so you got a full size. And this isn't too expensive, because for a Guerlain anti-aging primer, it's like probably around $60 or more. I don't know. This one was around like $38, I want to say.
I don't even think that much, actually.
Yeah, it was a pretty good deal for such a great anti-aging primer. Okay, so now on to base. So for foundation, we're going to use the Photo Perfection, and this is in number 1, or Perfect Ivory. Whoops. This is by Givenchy, and it is really awesome. Both my mom and I love this. I especially love this for mature skin, because it does enough coverage but without sinking into fine lines. And that is not focusing. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, this stuff is amazing. And they come with a really, really amazing variety of colors. So, you know, they have a lot of different colors. And especially nice for really fair skin like we have, because you can find something to match you. So I'm going to start that in the center of the face. And this is a Bobbi Brown foundation brush. Okay, so I love this foundation because it's very, very pigmented, but it doesn't sink into fine lines. So I especially just love it on, you know, maybe a little bit more mature skin. But, yeah. So as you can see, it just gives a really flawless finish. It's not too dewy, but it's not like overly matte either. So I think it is the perfect formula for pretty much every type of skin, but I think it especially really gives a youthful glow to mature skin.
Yeah, because we've actually had some foundations that we've tried on me, and it
the
actually
Guerlain
makes me really look
the Guerlain like
really
lingerie
old
foundation or whatever, that's supposed to be really, really light, really sinks in, and it was much too dark too, and this has a much better color range. So now I'm going to grab some concealer, and this is Bobbi Brown Corrector in Light Bisque. Sorry. The camera clearly has some focusing issues. Thank you. Okay. So this is amazing because it's kind of, it's
obviously
like
very well used.
Yes, this is her favorite concealer, and it works really, really well under eyes. Really brightens, but it also really corrects. So that's why it's called a corrector. So I'm just going to use this underneath her eyes. A little bit around the nose. I always think everybody needs a little bit of concealer around the nose, just because that tends to get a little bit like red or like oily throughout the night. And then just any little dots or anything. Okay, perfection. Now I'm going to move on to powder. And hold on, I completely forgot a powder brush. Okay, so now I have my trusty brush, and this is actually like a blending eyeshadow brush, but I find that this is awesome for just getting a little bit of powder just where you need it. So this is Pale Yellow Bobbi Brown Sheer Finish pressed powder. Okay, so I'm just going to get a little bit of this. Just dust it under the eyes just to make that corrector stay. And then just a little bit on the center of the nose, a little bit on the chin, center of the forehead. You just want to focus it on the center of the face, because if you put too much here, your face is going to look completely cakey all over if you put it on the sides. But just in the center, it's going to hold things just enough without looking too cakey. So for eyes, I'm going to start out with Too Faced Shadow Insurance Eyeshadow Primer. And this stuff is amazing. And I'm almost out, so it kind of has trouble coming out of the tube. So I'm going to apply this with my finger. And you don't want too much of this. Some people like just squeeze a bunch on their eye, and if you put too much, it's not going to do its job. So you just want to put a very little amount, just enough. Then you want to get a little bit. Hold on, get a little bit more on the lid. And I'm going to put a little bit underneath. Okay, so for eyes, I'm going to start out with Lancome Art Liner. It is a liquid liner, and this is in the color brown. Sorry, that's not focusing. Whatever. Okay. So to apply this, I just like to lift up my mom's eyebrow a little bit, just to get it really, really, really close to the lash line. Like that. And then same thing on the other eye. And this doesn't have to be perfect, but you want it close to the lash line, just so it looks really clean and like really defines the eye. And she's kept her eyes closed for a little bit just so it can dry, and I think it's dry. I think you're good. But anyways, that looks pretty perfect actually, because I'm actually better at doing liquid liner on other people than I am on myself, because I can like see the eye closed. So anyways, so but the line definitely does not have to be perfect because we are smoking it out. So I'm going to use her Guerlain Emilio Pucci palette, and I've actually done a tutorial with this before because I absolutely love it. It has gorgeous colors. It has both warm and cool, so I think it's perfect. I especially love the smoky black brown color in it. And that's what we're going to use. So I'm going to use your Bobbi Brown eyeliner brush. And so what you do with this, or what I like to do with this, is I like to get some eyeshadow on it, take a little bit off on the back of my hand, and then I like to smudge it in the lash line. Okay. Now once you've smudged that in the lash line, you want to take it and start working it up into the corner, the crease. Outer corner crease, both. Like that. Can you show? Okay. So you have a defined crease and a defined lash line. And then keep working at it until you have the desired look, both with your eye closed and open. And this doesn't have to look perfect either because we're going to blend this out as well. Okay, so next I'm going to take the lightest shade in the palette, that white It's kind of a white sparkly color, and I like it because it has a little bit of pizzazz, but not too much. And I'm going to take this on a Bobbi Brown just eyeshadow brush, just a fluffy one, so whatever you have. And then close. Okay. I'm going to start just working that into the inner corner and the brow bone, just to add an overall brightening effect. And of course that's going to start blending out your crease. And then I'm going to take this Urban Decay eyeshadow, and this is in Blunt. It is a creamy champagne shimmery color, and I'm going to take this and place it right there, like right on the center of the lid, and then blend what we did before. Alrighty, so I'm going to next take Benefit Highbrow, or any like creamy, bright, white, this is kind of pinky, like fleshy toned pencil. And I'm just going to close your eyes. Just going to pop that in the inner corner. And below a little bit too. Okay, and then to blend that out, I'm just going to take that same fluffy brush and close, blend it out with this white, kind of whitish eyeshadow. This adds a lot of like brightness, which I think looks really pretty. And then for underneath, I'm going to take whatever is left on the brush, the first brush that we used, to smudge it out with the darker eyeshadow. And there should just be like a little bit of the darker eyeshadow left on it, and just smudge that underneath on the lower lash line. Just like that. Okay, so now for the face, we're going to do some contouring. So we're going to use Benefit Hoola Bronzer. And I'm just going to use the little brush that comes with it. So I'm going to get some of the product and then get it off on the back of my hand. Okay. Work that in the cheekbones. And then I always like to take it up on the temples, because that way it doesn't look as stark, like just one stripe across your face. It'll look like just naturally sun-kissed kind of thing. Just like that. Okay. So now I'm going to move on to blush. And this blush we both like a lot, my mom and I, because it's the Chanel Horizon Day, or Blush Horizon Day Chanel. And it has like peachy tones, like pinkier tones, it has warm and cool, so it has a lot of different colors in there, so you can really wear it with any look. It looks great on essentially all skin tones. Oh, and I'm just using a Nordstrom blush brush. Alrighty, now onto eyebrows. Oh, and I forgot to mention that my mom curled her lashes with the Chanel eyelash curler, and you really like this.
I do.
We both like this, but why do you like this?
Well, because I've had other eyelash curlers, and literally, like when I went to, curl my lashes, I've like got part of my skin and like literally, like
ouch,
it was bleeding.
Yeah,
before,
the Shu Uemura
and just
doesn't
other
quite
brands.
work for your eye shape, you've noticed, so the Chanel one works better for her eye shape. And I've noticed the same thing. But also you use the Guerlain mascara. I don't know what this is called. It's the gold one with two sides, where you can use it on your big lashes and your little lashes.
I don't really like it.
Yeah. Yeah. She's a big Chanel fan, and the Chanel is just better for your particular lashes.
Because I've tried a lot of different mascaras, everything from drugstore to, Chanel to, what's the one that you really like a lot? I can't think
I like Tarte a lot. There's a lot of different brands that I like, but I do really like Chanel too, so.
Yeah, it just works well for my lashes.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to do your eyebrows, and this is the Lancome eyebrow pencil, and this is in Brunette, which is a little bit more cool toned. Actually, no, it's a little bit warm toned, but maybe a little bit dark. So I'm just going to ever so lightly brush it onto her eyebrows. Okay, I'm going to brush them out. Okay, so then lipstick. This I actually got you for Christmas.
Yes.
It is a Dior Addict lipstick, and they're so luxurious. I love them. And I have it in the color Rock and Roll, and so I really liked it, and then I thought this color would be really pretty on my mom, so it's in the color Show, and it's like a, looks like a really hot fuchsia pink in the tube, but it's a little bit more sheer when you put it on. That's what I love about this lipstick formula. It just has a subtle sheerness, and I thought this would be gorgeous for like a night out kind of look, so do you want to apply it yourself? Sure. Sometimes I get it on her teeth if I try and apply it on her without a lip brush, so.
It's just very buttery.
It is very silky, very moisturizing. If you have a problem with like dry lips, this is amazing. And it's quite pigmented, but it also has this like subtle sheerness. It's really hard to explain, but it is an amazing formula, and you should definitely try it out. And don't be scared to get like a bright color in this, because even though it looks bright in the tube, it is a little bit more subtle in real life, as you can tell on my mom. So yeah. Alright, so that is the finished look, and I personally think my mom looks gorgeous and ready to go out. So give this look a try, and I hope you guys have fun, and have a great New Year's. Okay, bye.
All right, bye. Happy New Year's.